Devstream 124 was on last night. I was busy doing other things and honestly forgot it was there until I came out of the survival mission, because they actually mention it's one of the first things in housekeeping. The final weekend for, I kid you not, it's already finished. The community goal on that was done in less than 18 hours. That's nuts by many standards, but it was expected because a lot of people take on the infested missions, and I even said so yesterday. It's not going to be around for long. It's one that will be reached very quickly. I don't think anybody expected it to be reached that quickly though. I'm hoping consoles have got roughly the same thing, because, well, it's done. You can still fight the infested, but it's done. They then went on to the Gift of the Lotus alerts, the Deconstructed podcast, but they did show the armor and lots of other things for TennoCon. We'll get into that when it can actually be seen better, but they showed the ability rework screen, and this I'm weirdly looking forward to, because not because the ability screen has basically been the same for years now. It's fine the way it is, it tells you them, but now it will actually show you, just in a little video, the actual ability in use, and there's a tip screen there that will also tell you little tips on how to use the abilities, and I'm hoping they don't go as far as telling you how to mod the frame in these tips, but really did look interesting seeing the rework that they are doing to the ability screen, meaning that it's going to be better explained than it is at the minute. You can actually see them in use. But it was weird that they chose that frame and didn't go for, what's her name, Hildren? The new frame, because they showed her in the Gas City rework with the... I don't even know how to pronounce that. Amalgams? Whatever. The new range of enemies. These guys look kind of weird. One of them will basically steal your shields, whereas another one will charge and fire a laser at you. They do have some pretty good animations for these, the way that the Moa kind of sticks its guns in the floor. I'm assuming it does kind of like Rook does, where it sets the floor on fire. And then they showed this one where, well, something kind of... It looks like it actually grabs an enemy, not a Tenno or a Warframe, so that's going to be interesting to see. But there are actual mods that these guys are going to drop that do look stupidly tempting. I mean, the melee one adds more crit damage. These are the stats when maxed. The pistol one adds multi-shot and dodge speed. The shotgun one adds fire rate and revive speed. The fire rate is actually going to be pretty good for a couple shotguns, but the rifle one adds damage and sprint speed. As you can see from these, they are actually... The effect will take place on the weapon that they are in, and it looks like the other part of it will be an effect for the Warframe, so you will have mods in your weapons that will affect your Warframe. This is something that has kind of been expected for a while, having a mod on a rifle or a shotgun that also affects your Warframes, not abilities, but the way that they move and the way that they can handle, because there's just not enough mod slots in a frame or a weapon. So if you have a weapon that you will just put something like fire rate in, or you have multi-shot in anyway, you can put the tactical diffusion in there, and also gain dodge speed, as well as still have your multi-shot there. The same with crit damage. Serrated Rush, I'm assuming these go in instead of just Serration. You have Serrated Rush, so you still have the Serration mod, but you have Rush inside of it. We'll see when these come out. Hopefully soon. Yes, I may have not wanted to mention this, but I will throw this in somewhere. The two-handed katana here is finally making its appearance. It looks nothing like any of the first artwork for this, but it has been the long-awaited, promised weapon, and they said that this is coming soon, and it does look pretty nice, but it's been waited for so long that how this thing lives up to the hype is going to be more important than how it actually works. It needs to have amazing stats. It needs to be a hell of a good weapon considering the hype that has been behind this. But they have announced it is almost ready, so it's no longer just pictures of it. It is coming soon. Maybe. Because, yeah, they showed the planes remastered, the lighting has changed, there's been improvements to pretty much everything. They showed Wisp in this, and oh, the rework to the planes, the trees, the grass, pretty much all the foliage, the dirt, the lighting. It looks like every single thing has been touched on here, and those trees look absolutely amazing. I saw this and thought, huh, is that real? It can't be. But yeah, if it comes out even with half them details, it will look absolutely amazing. There was a lot of other things in this. They did talk about the PC mainline, but Nyx's Deluxe was shown and doesn't actually look that bad. Looks, dare I say, a little bit better than Nyx's normal skin, or even the Nemesis skin. It actually doesn't look that bad at all. I know the Nemesis skin is a deluxe skin in itself, but this, I seen it and thought, huh, that doesn't even look anything like Nyx. It looks like a massive improvement, actually. They showed a new Lotus UI theme, that already was, but the lettering for the Warframe is the interesting part. They've still got the sacrifice underneath, which hasn't actually been the update for a while. We are on Fortuna at the minute, still. This says the sacrifice, so even though the sacrifice being under there is wrong, the writing, the symbol, even down to the massive symbol behind Excalibur there, that actually looks like a pretty decent decent UI theme. Then lastly, there was Limbo's Deluxe skin. There was a lot of other things linked to the actual overview in the description below, but this was Limbo's Deluxe skin that came with Tenno kunai throwing cards, and that did look quite nice at first. Limbo's skin, I do actually kind of like that. Nyx's looks better, let's be honest there. But the throwing cards looked really nice from a distance until you get close and realise it's an energy effect over it. Still looks nice, but I was expecting a full-blown card when they first talked about this, and then, it's done using an energy effect, which means you can change the colour of the cards, which is actually a good thing. It was just an unexpected weirdness, but his deluxe skin actually does look pretty nice. Nyx's just looked a little bit nicer, but we'll leave this off here for now with the thumper off in the distance. That they didn't show how we take that out yet, so that's going to be interesting. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.